Hi everyone, my name is Sam and I'm from the Wide Awake team, and today we're going to be talking about a very special drink, which is horchata. Horchata that we popularly know it now is a Mexican drink made from soaking white rice overnight and then mixing in sweeteners like cinnamon and sugar. But that's not how it was originally made. Originally, this drink was made in North Africa in around 2400 BC. So it was originally known as horchata de chufa. And chufa is tiger nuts, so the drink was originally made from tiger nuts. That drink was brought to Spain by the North African army when they invaded Spain in the year 711, before the 10th century. And this original variant, the horchata de chufa, is still being made and sold in Spain as horchata de chufa, and in West African countries as kunun aya. But what we know now as horchata is actually agua horchata or horchata de arroz, which is popularized from Mexico. It was brought from Spain to Mexico, and it's made from the white rice milk. They put fruits, grains, or nuts, along with the additional sweeteners. And now it's popularized not only as a standalone drink, but also in milk and ice cream, and what we're going to talk about as a coffee drink. Here at Wide Awake, we've tried multiple different horchata drinks, but we actually have one very favorite drink from a cafe in Poblacion, Makati called Coffee.Art.Tea. What's special about them is that their horchata is locally sourced and made in-house. So we're going to be visiting them and interviewing them about their horchata making process and how it affects their coffee.
Hi everyone, Kyle here from Wide Awake PH. In today's episode, we're in Makati City, specifically in Barangay Poblacion, visiting Coffee.Art.Tea. So we're visiting this shop because they have the best horchata I've ever tried. So I'm not the kind of guy who loves his sweet drinks, but when I sampled their horchata, I was amazed. And that's honestly what inspired today's episode of learning how to make a really good horchata. So Poblacion isn't really famous for its food scene. I think when people say Poblacion or talk about Poblacion, it's mostly about the nightlife, drinking, the bars, right? But when we started exploring Poblacion for its food, man, it was so much fun. And that's honestly how we discovered Coffee.Art.Tea. So now we've seen how Coffee.Art.Tea prepares and makes their horchata. Apparently, they use rice specifically sourced from Isabela province. They toast it in-house and they soak it overnight. Each horchata drink is made fresh every day. That's why it tastes so good. So when you try the horchata, you can have it either black, meaning horchata mixed with coffee. So it's called the horchata mechado, or northern horchata, which is a plain horchata. When taken on its own, the northern horchata is very, very delicious. It tastes super creamy, very sweet, but it has a very distinct rice flavor, actually toasted rice flavor. So it all blends in very well. But when you have it with an espresso, so the horchata machado, the play of their traditional style of coffee, it's not specialty, but because of the bitterness, the caramel, the chocolates, it adds another layer of interest to the drink. So if ever you're in the area, you should definitely try Coffee.Art.Tea's horchata.
Hi guys, so we're now back at the Wide Awake HQ, and now we're going to be trying to make our own horchata drink. And I have here some white rice that I've soaked overnight with some full cinnamon sticks. We're going to be blending that into a very fine mixture and then straining that to get the blended horchata. And then we'll be mixing that with a milk base. And then later on, we're going to be comparing that to a pre-made horchata mix that we bought from a grocery. This is my first time making horchata, so I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm just going to be following a recipe. online. Okay, so now we will load it into the blender. Everything, including the whole cinnamon sticks. I got it, don't worry. And I have to fill it up with water up until it is about 4 cups. Now we're going to be blending this into a fine mixture. And I'm going to be setting this at about medium. What we want is something very smooth, almost like a paste, and milky and creamy. So now that we got the texture that we wanted, we're going to be straining it so that we get rid of all the leftover rice particles and cinnamon grounds. It smells so good. Now I will add condensed milk and evaporated milk. So now we've got 2 cups here labeled A and B. My slave Kyle has pulled 2 espresso shots. And then we're going to be pouring 200 ml of both horchatas in these different cups. And then Kyle and our cameraman Gian, who is the resident horchata expert, they'll do a blind taste test on which tastes better. Now I will pour the espresso. Okay, you guys can come in and taste. Oh, look at me.
I like this one better. It has a more distinct cinnamon flavor and sweetness compared to this one.
Hey guys, it's my turn. I'm excited to taste what Sam made. This one definitely tastes better. Has a creamier texture, a more distinct cinnamony taste, and it's sweeter as well. I'm pretty sure this is the homemade one. Okay.
So now that we had our 2 coffee experts weighed in, they both guessed that this was the homemade horchata, and they were right. So you can actually see a visual difference. This one looks a little darker, and I think it's because this one has a little bit more grain, a bit more of the rice particulates remaining. And they both said that this tastes better. So I guess make your own horchata at home. It will be better than grocery store bought. I will be linking the recipe that I used in the description, so maybe you guys can try it for yourselves at home. I really do think that homemade will be better than store bought. I hope you guys like and subscribe and comment what you thought of this video and of this recipe if you ever get to try it. And if you do get to try it with coffee, we recommend that you try it with something chocolatey, nutty, something on a very bitter side to offset some of this graininess and organic rice taste. But it tastes great. Highly recommend doing this at home. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube thingies. Wide awake!